After ballast water requirement, the owner have to face the next challenge, and that is IMO low sulfur oil cap in 2020. We believe it is a bigger challenge than the ballast water requirement. No doubt, it will be significant increase the cost of the shipping company. For IMO global sulfur cap, the ICA Air already be effective from January 1st in 2015. One ship enter into the ICA area, the sulfur content of the fuel oil used on board ship should not exceed 0.1% limitation. And the ICA Air, including the Baltic Sea, and the North Sea, and the North American, and the Caribbean Sea. The stricter emission standard will be effective from January 1st in 2020. All of the international voyage ship use the sulfur content of the fuel oil should not exceed 0.5%. And 2 months later, all of the ships plan to carry the high sulfur fuel oil in fuel oil tank on board, effective from the 2020. Yeah. In Hong Kong, it is the mandatory requirement that a berthing ocean-bound vessel to use the oil with the sulfur content not exceed 0.5%. And in Singapore, it is always a voluntary requirement. One ship uses the fuel oil, the sulfur content less than 1%, or using the approved abatement scrubber technology, or using the LNG or other clean fuel, the owner can get 25% reduce of the port dues. And in Taiwan, from the January 1st next year, and all vessels enter point are to use the oil with the sulfur content less than 0.5%. Administration grant a subsidy to ship, making the change to low sulfur fuel before January 1st, 2019. In China, China Transportation Ministry already set up the 3 ICA area, and from 2016, including the Bohai Bay, Yangtze River Delta, and the Pearl River Delta. And from January 1st, and 0.5% the sulfur limitation for the vessel berthing at the ICA port. And from January 1st next year, the 0.5% the sulfur limitation for vessel and when the ship entering into the ICA area, the emission the standard and extend the ICA area. In the near future, the China government will publish the new emission standard and extend all of the coastal sea area and at the ICA area. When the ship enter into the China coastal sea area, the sulfur content of the fuel oil should not exceed 0.5% limitation. Yeah. And when the ship berthing to the port, and the sulfur content of the fuel oil should not exceed 0.1%. But in Hainan water and weather operation or berthing, and the sulfur content of the fuel oil should not exceed 0.1%. And how to deal with the IMO low sulfur oil cap? There are several options. The first, distillate fuel. But the biggest question, detailed fuel is very expensive. No owner will choose it. The second is low sulfur fuel oil. And so far, most of the owner choose it. But the key point also is the price and availability. LNG fuel, due to the price of the low sulfur oil rise, some of the owner reconsider the use of LNG as the fuel and in the new building project and the installation of the scrubber. And some of the owner want to choose to installation of the scrubber in the new building project and existing the ship. But the question is the scrubber cost and long term of the installation. And the crewmen have no experience to using and maintenance the scrubber. And now IMO plan to publish the guideline for purpose of the consistent implementation of the low sulfur cap. It will be finished at next year February in a PPR6 conference. And CCS already published the rules and the guideline and for compliance solution for the low sulfur cap. And the CCS can provide to the customer the bachelor service and with the classification and certification and LNG ready and the scrubber ready solution and the consultants and the risk assessment. 2020 sulfur cap is a game changer, and the IMO determination on implementing sulfur cap should no longer be underestimated. It is impossible to delay. There is no one-size-fits-all solution for the shipping industry, and the best option depends on the vessel type, size of the vessel, operation profile, and which fuel are available in the short and the long term. The use of the 0.5% low sulfur fuel oil should be carefully considered and planned with the fuel supplier, engine manufacturer, and so on. So the new fuel will not cause any risk to ship and engine safety. In the long run, scrubber may become a widespread technology, provided that the price difference between the HFO and the low sulfur fuel oil is high enough and the maintenance prove to be manageable. LNG as fuel is especially expected to increase for vessels frequently operating in the North American and North European water with existing or upcoming SOx and NOx emission requirement. And CCS is poised to help our valuable customer to meet the challenge with our service and solution. And thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.